what happened, and is this judging on the result, or is this as puzzling as many people think?
Yeah, I don't even care about the result. This is just not Gerrit Cole. I mean, we're talking about Gerrit Cole against Rafael Devers. This is one of the best pitchers against a really good hitter who, by the way, has both shoulders who are hurt, who's not hitting for power, is not hitting for average, who's got a lot of problems even keeping the bat through the zone. So he's not the same Rafael Devers who has dominated him in the past. So I'm surprised. Now, I don't want to judge somebody on their worst moment, but this might have been his worst moment. Like, backing down from this? Look, Roger Clemens, Mike Piazza owned Roger Clemens back in the day. He owned him. He absolutely owned him. And you know what Roger Clemens did? He drilled him in the head. Now, I thought it was Bush League. I thought it was wrong. I thought it was inappropriate. It was better than what Gerrit Cole did by going forward and then take your base right there. Compete, man. You're Gerrit Cole.
Cole only has 7 intentional walks. I mean, he does not do this as a regular practice. Go ahead.
He hadn't had one in the regular season since he was a Pittsburgh Pirate in 2017. He had one in the postseason in 2020, which, by the way, is the postseason, not the middle of September. Look, there's so much wrong here. I'm not going to take Cole off. There's one person who gets off the griddle here, Austin Wells. He's a catcher. Let's take some of the things we just heard Aaron Boone say. I just wrote them down now. There's new things for me. This was part of our preparation this week. This is a communication manager, all these coaches and analysts. How in all the preparation this week did nobody tell the catcher what the plan was? He said, once they scored the run, let's attack them. Okay, I asked him about this after the game. In other words, you're winning 1-0. Let's go after it, because even if he hits the ball to the L, it's 1-1. This same exact situation came up in the first inning. 1 out. No one on, Devers up, it's 0-0. Okay, there's no run scored. Why didn't you walk him there? I asked Boone that after the game. He told me it was a good question. Thank you, Aaron. But he didn't have a good answer for it. This is not a bad moment for Gerrit Cole. This was a bad moment for the institution that is the Yankees. There was all this miscommunication. By the way, they won 3 out of 4 this weekend. Yeah. They took total control of the AL East. They might end up with the best record in the league. But this is the kind of stuff that gets you eliminated. Like, besides this, they played poorly in the game. Right. Like, in all the technical things. But they overthought a moment, and somehow everyone took responsibility for it, and no one took responsibility for it. It was a terrible moment for the Yankees.
I just want to push back a little bit on there. Because, again, how much are you judging by the result? Again, if
so I have a rule. Brian, I have a rule, and I hope Steve knows I had this rule because I covered his team when he was with the Mets. If I do not first think it as it's going on in the game, I will write about it, but never critically. I actually had my head down and was scoring the previous play and looked up and saw Devers going to first base. And I go, did I miss him getting hit by the pitch again? And I backed up the video on my laptop, and I'm like, how did they walk this guy? Like, I just don't know the justification for walking, to Steve's point. Had in a home run in 15 games. If you have any advanced stuff, you know his shoulders are killing me. He's kind of playing because they're kind of in the race still. He'll probably get time off once they don't. And Cole had the 4th best ERA in the majors over his last 7 starts. And Boston, to that point, is 0 for 9. 0 for 9. Like, in real time, who has feel? You know, Boone is a veteran manager, the veteran pitcher. Brad Osmus managed in the major leagues twice a bench coach, 15 years a catcher. He's the bench coach. How about shout something else? Matt Blake is now a veteran pitching coach. It just was like, I was watching it, BK, and I was like, what is going on here? And that's before the Red Sox next 9 hitters went 5 for 7. Next 11 hits, 5 for 7, 2 walks, 2 hit by pitchers, 2 stolen bases. One of those when they fell asleep and let Devers steal a base. So, and they described it as an aggressive tactic. I've never seen anything more docile.
Aggressive, intentional walk.
I've never seen anything more docile on a baseball field.
We've talked